Hey ballers, welcome to These Balls Could Talk, the podcast that might be a little 6'7". This is Mark along with John, our producer Pete, and we're getting ready to discuss the latest in sports, tech,
I have a teenager, I know.
If you like what you hear or see, please like us or hit that subscribe button, or someone on this podcast likes to say, tickle that little bell.
Ooh.
Mark, is someone tickling your bells?
I think
it's okay.
At this point, it's a call for help, I think.
Joining us tonight is another kickballer who was recently done MVP of the club of the Pawtucket, Rhode Island Club Waka League, and also won Best Duo with also another female kickballer, Abby. What's going on, Abby?
Awesome.
Please welcome to the show, Ms. Madison Hereth. What's going on, Maddie?
Hey, girl.
Hello.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on. We're in the presence of
bugging Maddie to be
MVP
on the
royalty
show
here.
for so long.
MVP. It's you and Brady.
John, what's going on?
Guys.
Yeah.
You ruined my fun.
Are you sad?
So, Mark very kindly got me a present.
It's pretty amazing.
And I would have voted for them too, but Mark went and broke him. And, well.
You don't know that I broke him.
I mean, you definitely broke him.
Mark James.
You thought about him that the Giants were going to be in first place.
The second you bought
thought
that
about
shirt.
him with you thought about him with your mind, and the second you thought about him, his ankle got snapped into 3 pieces and turned around like a twisty straw.
That's exactly what happened.
To catch you up a little bit, I have a reputation for being somewhat of a cooler when it comes to sports, that like all these really popular things will have just so much bad luck.
We can't have fucking nice things, Maddie.
It didn't happen for 20.
Because of Mark.
Yeah, you
I
couldn't
believe it.
Can't have nice things.
Except
John
for
was so
apparently Tom
excited
Brady
for the
for 20
Giants.
years. You couldn't cool him.
Yeah,
that was annoying.
Well, he did buy a Drake May jersey, so.
You mean?
Oh no! Whoa! Don't take off too much.
This jersey, yeah, buddy.
Man.
Hey, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, man. I picked up Drake May off of waivers. He's scoring 4 touchdowns a week, like Tom Brady.
Hold on, was there like a Drake May jersey sale going on this week? Because I came into work and like my buddy Travis had the Rivalries version of the Drake May jersey. And he's like, "Yeah, I bought one for every member of my family." I'm like, different players like, "No, everyone's got Drake May." I was like, "Okay, now I know how it felt to have Josh Allen break out." Good for you guys.
I'm not a big fan of those Rivalries jerseys, but anyway,
I like them.
John, why don't you catch us up on non-Giant stuff? Did you get ice cream today?
We didn't. We went to a high school open house. I think it was the first one where Jamie felt pretty good about it. So I think we have an actual number 1 pick in the high school race, which is good.
Wow.
I caught up with High Potential and found out that they're on some winter hiatus. Sons of bitches.
They have quite the cliffhanger,
which sucks. We're caught up on Brilliant Minds. We had ice cream today. Brownie cheesecake again, because that is my new go-to because it's awesome. And
sounds really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. And what movies am I looking forward to? We watched the Tron movie, but I think I told you guys that. It's going.
Was it good?
It's going. It was stupid, but it was fine.
I feel like that's what everybody says.
I do IT as a career, and I like the whole for the users thing that Tron does. So it makes me feel like I'm in the computer. What else is going on? I had something to say, but
yeah, Maddie, they're all like me, so we're all geeks.
Pete made me forget, so that's fine.
Sorry,
yeah, what's going on with you? What's going on with you, Mark?
So had one round of kickball playoffs this past weekend in the aforementioned Rhode Island League. Unfortunately, my team did lose, but we did end up losing to the eventual winner. I don't know if you guys noticed, Miss Maddie has a little boo-boo on her right pinky.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
What happened?
To get during playoffs. I don't know. Do you want to divulge a little bit into that?
Tell us. Yeah, what?
It was my 3rd time dislocating it. 3rd time in the past year.
The same finger?
Less than a year, actually. Yeah, same one. It just keeps.
Was it like a jam, just catching line drives and shit?
No, I dove for a ball, came back up, and it was.
Yeah.
Man. Ouch.
That sucks.
Oof.
It's rough.
Pretty soon you're going to be able to just bend it in 360 degrees.
It just kind of gets stuck like this a lot.
Oh,
Does that hurt?
Not really.
Not really.
damn.
It's
So-
just very annoying
Oof. Yikes.
because it gets stuck all the time.
That's
Both
right.
Yeah.
Maddie and I have another round of playoffs coming up this Saturday in our Worcester League.
Wow.
That one
Gala
has
25. Sorry.
yeah, that one has more than twice as many teams in it, so it lasts a lot longer.
Gotcha. Well,
I don't
good
know.
luck.
Do you have a preference,
Hopefully
Maddie,
you
of which
heal
league you
quickly.
like better?
I do like Worcester better, and we won the championship last
Yeah.
season, so we
She did. Yeah, she was a
forward to
champion. She was a champion.
getting
That's
it back.
the second time you won.
Well, not me, no.
Okay,
the
I thought
TDS.
I thought you were on with Marcus when he won. On no,
I joined the year after, unfortunately. Still was too young to play, but
Oh, it was that long ago. Wow.
mhm.
Wow. Let's see what else has gone on. I don't know. I decided to bite the bullet and actually clean up my leaves and doing the fall cleanup. I know that's not very exciting,
Huh.
but I don't know. I'm very
Very
proud of myself
exciting.
Did
for
you-
doing it. And I think I
you just, like,
found a
bag 'em,
new
or
way
did you
for me
mulch
to
'em,
get
or-
rid of the
or-
leaves. I
wait.
bag them.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think I found a new way for me to bag them, which makes it a little bit more fun. So
Okay. I just mow the lawn because I'm like
Definitely not the
I'm too
lamest
lazy
thing
to
you've ever said,
bag
Mark.
the leaves, but I'm like I don't want all these leaves. So anyway,
So
super
it gets-
exciting
there's-
topics for a podcast.
yeah, there's one weekend where it gets a little bit too thick to mow. Although on my Instagram ads, I did see this one thing where it's used like a push mower and it picks up all the leaves for you. It sounds intriguing to buy,
Okay.
although it looks a little small. I think
Hmm.
for me to actually use it. I don't know. I don't know. I've been in a spending spree lately. I just want to buy stuff. As you can see,
Huh.
I bought John a new shirt. I bought me a new jersey.
There you go.
And I dressed up as Leslie Chow for some Halloween parties. That's a thing.
Okay, that's fun.
I'll share some videos with you guys a little bit later.
Yeah,
about
I gotta
that.
see this.
All right, Pete, how are you doing?
Pretty good. Everybody cross your fingers. We no notes yet from the director on the final review of everything for this huge project that I've been working on for months. It's I don't know how much I can share yet, but it will be a very scary movie.
A very scary movie.
Yes,
Ah.
I don't know if it's going to theaters or if it's one of those like direct to streaming, but it should be pretty good. I wish they would have finished it a little bit sooner so we could have had it for this Halloween, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'm excited about that. We did a ton of work on it, like over 200 shots, I think. Everything. I mean, like you run the gamut, like all sorts of cool special effects. So I'm happy it's done and moving on to more projects.
So I'm gonna play Mark in this. Madison, Pete works in movies. He's a digital effects artist.
Yeah,
Okay. I picked up a little bit on it.
it's all good. I will say
I was going to say something, but Pete was giving some context later. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, she's figured it out. She's a smart girl.
I love my job, but it's quite it can be a lot sometimes. So it ebbs and flows.
Oh, Pete.
Sometimes
You're literally
sometimes
living your
it's cool and
childhood
chill.
dream.
I know, it's awesome. Like it's exciting and it's a good place
for
to
real.
work. So luckily I have good bosses and a good place. All of our construction's done over there too, so it is looking nice.
Does that mean you have an office now?
Yeah, it's pretty with a giant old stone wall on one side and like cool lights on the other side. That's pretty neat.
You have to take some pictures of
Hey, Mark, if you were wondering,
So-
I collected all of our fake ads and put them in a fake ads folder under media.
Thank you.
And so
Have
Liam
fun
for
with
Halloween
AI.
this year is going to be a Buffalo Bills player. He's got Steph found this amazing uniform outfit that's got like the football pants and the shirt has fake muscles in it, which is hilarious. I'm super excited to see him in this thing if he'll let us.
There's
put it
an
on him.
there's an NFL ad out right now, and Pete, I think you've mentioned this on the pod before that they have these little baby tables for the like really young Bills Mafia fans to
Yep, for
go-
new index.
they hold the infant and they just
Yep. We made one for Liam
Mafia,
and
that's
out of styrofoam and smashed him through it as an infant. It's the entry to the Bills Mafia. But
Madison, that's something. So yeah, so as you can see, we're all different fans of different sports teams. Pete is a fan of the Bills, and their big thing is, for whatever reason, they like to crash through tables.
Okay, Mark. So
their big thing.
I know you're not used to losing for like 20 years in a row, but eventually got really bored of watching the team lose. So like, what else can we do? So they started drinking more, and then more, and then more, and then they started entertaining themselves in other ways since the team couldn't do it.
Listen, Mark had to deal
jumping
with
through
like
tables
2
on
whole
fire
years.
off of a giant RV was one of many things. Pinto Ron is another, where this dude just sat there like this, and you just blast ketchup and mustard on him. That happens to this day, like 20 years later, every game. The same guy.
And the guy who makes gourmet food out of weird things, like his gourmet pizza in a filing cabinet.
Oh yeah, I feel like a lot of fan bases have that. So what's like
I don't fucking know any of them.
Does anyone have like a really good tailgating moment? Sorry, we're tangenting here.
Stop it! Don't answer him. It's time.
Okay,
No.
it's my way to secretly derail the show.
Hey everyone, why does Mike Vrabel carry a fire extinguisher on the sidelines?
I don't know, Mark.
Why, Mark?
He was worried the Patriots' hot streak would spread. It's time for warm up your balls.
Really gonna milk this for all it's worth, isn't he?
During this segment, Pete will spin the wheel that will randomly select a question for our guest to answer. Are you ready, Pete?
I suppose I am. Oh, sorry. No, that's not the real music. All right, here we go. Spinning the wheel. Okay, so Maddie, first dibs on this. What is your ultimate comfort movie that you never get tired of watching? Doesn't need to be like the best one, but just a good one, whatever pops in your head.
Or any
Let's
kind
just
of movie
do this.
like
You're flipping through the streaming channels. What do you always stop on?
Yeah.
Law and Order. That's not a movie; it's a show. But I always stop on Law and Order.
Okay.
Bum bum. SVU. Do you like Mariska Hargitay?
Yeah, normally SVU, but a movie
the one
did
that's
pop
always
in
on.
mind. The Good Son. Recently, I've been watching that.
Oh, that's very good.
I haven't seen that one yet.
movie.
No, it's a good one.
Very
Kind of
cool.
emotional.
John and his daughter are on a this big Chicago kick right now. Dick Wolf, who's the creator of Law and Order, also
gave that
created a
up.
bunch of these Chicago.
Oh.
What's that? You gave it up?
We gave that up. Yeah, she didn't like
I'll
them. We're watching.
Aw.
We haven't given House up
They
yet.
were.
We haven't given House up yet. We're in season almost 4.
All right.
Between watching what's it face? High Potential and Brilliant Minds.
Maddie, do you like medical dramas at all?
A little bit. I don't watch much TV or shows.
Do you like
but
do you like really
She's
like
like,
quirky
I don't do
characters,
that, Mark.
or asshole-ish characters?
Yeah.
So that's what House is.
She likes
House
you.
is this
House.
I am a little bit of an asshole sometimes, but so
But you're
House is
our
about
asshole.
this I know this brilliant doctor, but he's also an asshole and he's also a drug addict and whatnot. So
He has chronic pain, Mark.
one of my all-time favorite shows.
Yeah.
And I've rewatched it a few times from A to Z. I love it.
Omar Epps has gotten famous, so it's time for him to leave. That's the point of the show I'm on.
I mean,
Gentlemen, what how about some movies that you like to, or shows that you always like to binge or watch?
I mean, like all those 80s and 90s classics, right?
I don't really go back a lot,
Really?
but Mel and you like to rewatch shows, and I don't. And I don't know if it's because I have a weird show memory. Like, we'll be watching something, and like we recently went back to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and after just and it's
Does it
been
hold
years, but no, it does hold up.
No.
But I was literally like,
John says
I know
yes.
where we are.
Oh, okay.
I know where we are. We're right at this episode, and this thing is going on. Melanie's like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. The thing that Mark and I desperately disagree on is How I Met Your Mother does not hold up. That show fucking sucks.
I never said it doesn't hold up. I just really still enjoyed that show.
No, it doesn't hold up. It's not
There's
good.
parts of
Yeah.
it that still hold up.
I feel like that
No.
wouldn't age as well as like Parks and Rec, or my
But you know-
my
but you
favorite
know-
and Steph's favorite. We always will just be able to watch The Office over and over and over again. Even my toddler likes The Office.
Have you watched The Paper yet?
Yeah, it's good. I like it. It took like halfway through the first episode, so we're watching it. We're like, I don't know, this doesn't have the same magic. And then there's a mini twist where like a character's role you think is one way is not, and it's totally different. You're like, oh, this is going to be good, and it was. From there on, it was solid.
I think it's coming to NBC soon.
And Oscar,
it's going to be on the regular series.
Oscar was like, I'm not really doing anything.
I mean, and there's always Lord of the Rings. I mean, anytime that's on,
I'll watch.
Oh, actually, John, turn your mic down a little bit.
I will just pull it away from
or just pull back a little bit. There you go.
I watch
Perfect.
Pretty much any of the Marvel stuff a lot. Of course. I went back and watched the whole thing with Jamie like twice, pretty much. Because you catch stuff that you missed, sort of.
I'm sure. I mean, there's...
Actually, you do that with shows, too, so I don't know why.
I'm not
you don't like rewatching shows.
Not sitcoms. You're like, wow. You see the angle that Ross has the couch up? You see how he says pivot? I mean, like, I don't know. It's a good joke.
Bad. You just see like when characters break down in the scene when they're not supposed to and stuff like that. That happens all the time, John. Anyway,
it does.
Let me be me.
Next question. Next question. All right. This is kind of funny. What song lyric do you always get wrong but still sing anyway?
All of them.
Yeah, I do too many to count.
There's quite a few. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Well, think about it, and if one pops in, then we got to hear it because those are always fun.
Okay.
I famously, instead of "turn down for what," I started yelling "turn down the wok" because I don't know, it just sounded like somebody's burning Chinese food or something.
Blinded by the light, like when he says "rev up like a deuce" or something like that. I always think of just rev up like a douche.
Yeah, revved up like a douche in the middle of the night. I swear that's what the word was. Steph's like, no.
Doesn't make any sense, Pete.
No, it doesn't.
It's not what that does.
No, that's yeah. What even is that?
It's not what that.
Do you guys remember Dennis used to change a bunch of lyrics back in the day? It was like what was it? A Third Eye Blind song, "Deep Inside of Me." He always called it "Deep Inside of Me."
Oh, that's pretty bad.
It sounds just like it though. the way that Stephen Jenkins sang it sounded like that. Look, that's what he said.
Does Gin Blossoms follow you down? When I was a kid, when I first heard that, I always thought he said, "Anywhere you go, I'll follow you, Joe," because it rhymes. I was like, who's Joe? Why are you following me?
Maddie's so old. I mean, we're so old. Like, you haven't heard of any of these songs.
Sorry.
You don't know what we're doing.
That was like an early 90s song.
Taylor, I just saw a reel with the Taylor Swift thing about ducks. And I'm trying to find it and I can't. So.
Oh, yeah.
A reel about ducks?
With
Steph
Blank Space with Starbucks Lovers.
Like 12 ducks near a pond or something.
No one else has heard of that?
I don't know. I don't know.
No one else has heard of Starbucks Lovers?
No.
In fact, so there are fans that show up at her shows with like a giant like sign or like a Starbucks like cup or something like that.
Okay, I'm sure I'll have to ask Steph about this because she's a resident Swiftie in this house that knows everything. And I do like Taylor Swift a lot, but I don't have anywhere near the breadth of knowledge that Steph has on all this stuff. I don't know. Are you a big Taylor fan, Maddie?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Maddie, what do you listen to?
Yeah, what do you like?
I like 80s rock and then R&B normally, but more older music than me. There are some new artists, but
interesting. Okay. Well, stuff like deeper 80s stuff, like The Cure or something, or more like mainstream at the time, like
more mainstream at the time, like
probably like everything that Mark could sing on a whim.
Probably.
All right, let's do another.
Sure. Everybody got a little bit. Okay, this is an interesting question. Can you recall a bizarre dream?
Yeah, I had a weird one in middle school. I don't think I'll ever forget it.
Okay.
I was in science class. I sat in the back of the room so I could see out the window, and the main street was right there. And there was a car stopped at the light right there, and people like out of the sunroof with big guns and just started shooting at school. I was like terrified. I didn't want to go to school. And then I just have always thought, why would I ever even dream that? And
damn,
I still think about it sometimes, going by the school.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's scary.
Weird.
Yeah. And you're like, did you wake up kind of wondering, like, why the hell did I just dream that?
Yeah, because I was never like in guns and stuff. I wasn't in front of it. It wasn't something that was normal to me. So it was a very odd dream. So.
That is bizarre. Was it one of those, like, maybe not lucid dreams, but one of those that was so deep that when you woke up, you like still felt like you were in it for a second and just had to take a while to kind of come back to regular consciousness?
Yeah, can't go right back to sleep because it's just gonna go right
just
back.
Keep going. That's hard to do. That's pretty rare. I've had that happen, but it's not very common. Like when you have a dream that's you literally wake up and you're like, oh, I got to go back to that one, and you actually can.
I feel like when I was younger, I used to be able to a lot. Now, I don't really remember any of my dreams.
None of us probably get enough sleep anymore as adults to pull that off. Anymore.
I wake up too fast during my lucid dreams now. I used to be able to lucid dream like a champ.
Oh yeah. Whenever I went lucid in a dream, I would just be like, all right, and just fly away.
You're like, I need a shield, and then one would just appear. You're like, great, awesome.
Cool. That's always fun. Man, our video is all getting a little choppy, you guys. I don't know if you noticed the same thing, or is it just me?
I noticed.
I wonder if
Maddie's video. And Mark's dead, apparently.
Mark is frozen
Mark, come
solid.
back. We're doing a live show, Mark.
Whoa. John's catching up, or Mark's catching up in time. Yeah, no, my internet's fine, so I thought it might have been me at first, but I wonder if Discord's just having some issues tonight.
I wonder if it's either the Microsoft outage or the AWS outage from this week.
Oh, no. I'm trying to recover, maybe. Uh-oh, we lost Mark. Wait, he's back. Uh-oh.
He's on his phone.
I am on my phone. My Mac is acting up right now.
Oh, no. Restart. So we have temporary Mark phone mic voice.
That's going to totally not fuck up the recording.
It's fine.
It's not.
Well, no, will it? It's the same account.
Maybe.
It's not the same microphone.
We will see. How
I don't know. Something's going on with this battery because it's been plugged in, but it says the battery is like dead this whole time. That's not good. That's really not good.
No, I would probably restart that thing. All right. Are we
we're at time.
We're at time? All right.
We're at time.
So you guys
it's time for
yes. So I have a new music here. Hold on, I gotta get set up. If you can give me like a bit of an intro here.
That's Mark's job.
All right. Whenever you're ready, Mark.
And now it's time for Pete's returning segment.
Ooh, not that. Here we go. Mighty Morphin Power Rankings! Sorry.
That was so loud.
Was it? Awesome. Okay. So, fellow humans, apparently the top 7 teams acted like cement. Oh yeah, I should probably show you guys the thing, the live thing here. There we go. So, as you can see, the top 7 teams acted like cement and set themselves in place this week. No notes. We got Chiefs, Lions at 2, Rams at 3, Eagles 4, Bucks at 5, Colts at 6, Packers at 7. No notes. The Chiefs are now the team to beat until they aren't, and while I still have the Colts lower than some professional pundits, I just had to say that, I'm keeping a wary eye there now. Is Jonathan Taylor the top MVP candidate? The only hope to unseat the Chiefs in the West is by those bucking Broncos, who move up to 8th this week. They're looking stronger and more bucking each game. This week, the middle of the list is where we have some big moves. Welcome back to the good teams of the league, Chargers. Up 6 places to crack the top 12. Who knew Joel was so important? Speaking of returning, my news sources were wrong last week. This is the week Lamar's injuries were greatly exaggerated, I promise. He's officially returning and with a much healthier defense to boot. I'm keeping them at 15 for now, up 6 spots, but watch for them to quickly re-enter the top 10 if they string some wins together to take the AFC North back. As for the rest of the list, looks like the cement is not set down there yet. A lot of teams are moving and shuffling. Vikings, your future looks dim unless JJ can come back swinging. I think Wentz is toast, guys. It's nice to see a breath of life from the Raiders.
He literally is.
What's up?
He literally is toast.
Oh, toast. Complete toast. Yeah, it's nice to see a breath of life, though, from the Raiders. And apparently the Dolphins and Jets. Wait, the Jets can, in fact... They, too, can, in fact, play the game of football at an NFL level once in a while. Lastly, let's all pour one out, guys, for Cam Scuddabo's ankle. Everybody grab your drinks.
Oh, too soon.
I'm sorry. The only thing pointing the wrong way worse than that ankle are the Jets fans. Sorry, John. Hopes of a Cinderella season. Midnight
Don't
came...
call us the Jets.
I'm sorry, Giants. Wow, I have Giants right now. I'm so sorry. See what happens when you start losing it, that those names get mixed up.
I just want to let you know that I just heard a breakdown of a 21-point swing that went in the Eagles' favor that was completely related to bad refereeing. So
it's possible. Well, unfortunately,
it's not possible. It's not possible.
No, I know. That sucks.
They scored a touchdown off of a fumble that the refs didn't even blow dead, just said was dead.
Oh, I know. All right, I'm going to... You can rant about that all you want once I'm done.
They lost a touchdown because of an offensive pass interference, which was a defensive pass interference. And then there was one other really terrible one, but you can go on.
Okay. Yeah. Again, sorry, John, and all Giants fans. The only thing pointing the wrong way worse than that ankle are the hopes of a Cinderella season. Midnight came a bit early, and your carriage to winning football is once again just a pumpkin. There, I made a Halloween tie-in. All right, now you can talk.
I honestly don't think that the whole season is wrapped around Cam Scotto. I think it hurts. But I also think they could have won that game. I think they probably might have been a little closer. I'm not going to say they would have won, but a little closer. Some of those calls went the Giants'
You just said they would have won.
I mean, I'm not saying they're not. I think as far as talking about your rankings, I think the Cowboys are a little low.
I mean, they have a good offense, I guess. I don't know.
John, I'm pretty sure us four could score on the Dallas defense.
Every time we give them some kind of hope, they let us down. And not that I was ever feel let down by the Cowboys. It's just, I feel let down by thinking that they'd be good.
And I mean, also, if the Cowboys are a little low, the Commanders are incredibly high.
Well, they lost a point.
How are the Commanders ranked higher than the Cowboys when the Cowboys score more and have a better record?
Because Jaden Daniels will come back and they will look much better than they did with Marcus Mariota.
Will they?
Yeah.
As a Scary Terry owner, I think that the Commanders are a little washed.
Yes,
overplayed
they have
played their running back hand, getting rid of Brian Robinson Jr., who was a major part of the offense. Crockett isn't that good. He's just not. So they don't have a running game. I mean, Jaden getting hurt certainly hurts, but Terry's been sort of shit all year. The defense has been sort of shit all year. I don't think the Commanders are very good anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Daniels having that little bit of a sophomore slump certainly hurts things too. And I mean, maybe I'm still optimistic on them, but if they can't put it together as soon as he gets back, then you'll see him tumble down the list.
I mean, I think that probably needs to happen. But I think that the Giants are in a tough spot, but I don't think it's that bad because Jackson Dart is actually the real deal. He seems to be a legitimate starting quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
so
even if this season is now kind of a wash, you guys have hope.
Cam took a $250,000 pay cut while he's on the injured list because he wanted them to be able to do something. It's the first thing he said.
Wow.
So
what a dude.
We'll talk about it more.
Oh yeah.
I don't really know how that works.
Mark, do you have feelings about how good the Patriots are? because
I mean,
they're really good.
They look
listen,
good.
they right now they are the AFC East front runner. However, they have had a very, very easy schedule. So I am not. While they had a very impressive win against the Bills in Buffalo, I am not ready to throw them a parade at this point. Let's see how you do against the Bucks, which I believe is next week.
Yeah, it's coming up.
That will be a pretty good fight. Although, and I'm a little worried about the Falcons. Although I will be honest, I was more worried about the Browns this past week because I thought Myles Garrett was going to have a big game, and sure enough, he did. But it was essentially, the Browns as a whole had an awful game.
Yeah.
So
it's Myles Garrett
We're
and
the Cleveland
nobody
Browns.
else. Yeah, Myles Garrett and nobody else.
I mean,
I don't see how your team loses again, Mark.
What do you mean you don't see how they're going to lose? Of course they're going to lose. They're not going to go undefeated for the rest of the year.
I mean, I don't know. Well, I just the way things go. I just see it happening.
Football teams slip up every now and again, or they have bad matchups.
Yeah,
we'll see if the Falcons march out poor wash Kirk Cousins this week.
Yeah, I know.
Is Penix hurt?
Sorry, last question.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It was hurt last week.
All right.
I think it's a knee, but yeah, they looked awful with Kirk Cousins last week.
Yeah, he's washed.
Awful.
All right, you guys. Any last thoughts? Or are we good here?
Are you
Maddie,
guys
would it be so cool if we actually did power rankings in kickball? I think that'd be pretty cool. It's like these are like the best teams, although I think everyone kind of knows what they are.
It's still fun to rank them though. That's how I got in.
Yeah, but some people's feelings would be.
Well, then tell them to make their own list.
My Worcester team is currently the 4th rank out of 24, which is pretty good. Although I don't feel we are the 4th best team in the league. Yeah, you number 2. Unfortunately, if we were to face each other, we would face each other in the championship, but we have to get through Faku first, more than likely.
Alrighty.
Well,
which would be like
people.
It's either like the 4th or the 5th season in a row that we would have to face Faku in order to, or we just face Faku essentially if all goes according to the seeds.
Well, I wish you luck.
I wish you luck too. Hey, Maddie, here's to seeing you in the championship game on Saturday.
Best of luck.
That would be fun. Thank you.
I think that does it for my rankings, guys.
Has anyone else see John's camera not on?
John's on. He's right there. He just moved.
Okay.
I swear.
All right. No, it's. I'm seeing some weird things on the phone right now. So I don't know, but I do. So I do have a. I as you can see, I changed angles and along with my phone and whatnot. But we are. Thankfully I have multiple devices, so I'm going off the PC now. Anyway, we would like to thank one of this week's VEG sponsors, FluffBot 3000.
FluffBot?
The AI pillow that adjusts firmness based on your dreams. FluffBot 3000. Sleep softly, because we're always watching you.
Oh, God. What the fuck is wrong with that pillow?
I changed the tagline because I didn't like what ChatGPT came up with, and what I came up with so much better, I think. Anyway,
that was great.
Everyone, shall we kick off this shindig?
Oh, yeah.
You were going to say that.
All right. Unfortunately, I don't know why. I forgot to do my next topic, so I'm just going to reuse a bunch of them. Okay,
Go for it.
Ah, sugar, da, 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 da. It's the first topic, da, 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 da. It'll be Candy Girl, and we hope you're listening.
Beautiful.
So it's been a long time. By the way, I am probably going to bum everyone out with 3 of my 4 topics.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a long time since we talked about sports gambling, but the NBA made some big news with some FBI arrests of 34 people, including current player Terry Rozier, former player Damon Jones, and current head coach Chauncey Billups. Scary Terry was investigated by the NBA on allegations of improper behavior towards a minutes played bet but no further action was taken until the FBI actually arrested him. Damon Jones is accused of essentially insider trading associated with playing time for LeBron James. And finally, Billups is accused of rigging underground poker games with mafia ties. As a result of this news story, several states are considering banning prop betting, including New Jersey, North Carolina, and Ohio, altogether, while 6 states currently ban in-state prop bets. And 13 states have banned collegiate sports prop bets, with 4 of them happening as soon as last year. So, everyone, with the continued hypocrisy by all professional sports leagues with regards to betting and gambling for their own players, should the commissioners start to partially allow gambling, i.e., sports other than the ones that professional athletes pay, or do prop bets need to be banned?
I mean, here's the deal.
Yeah.
This is the NBA brought to you by DraftKings. This is
It's everywhere. You can't stop it now.
Paris Casinos brings you the World Series. I mean, they don't want to stop gambling, and they're not going to. They're not. It's gambling has literally always existed. Gambling was the reason, one of the main funding sources of organized crime. I mean, like, it has always existed, and it's not going to stop. So if the owners want to make money, they're going to get on board. They're going to.
Yeah, I mean, I think the real question is just what's the best way to regulate it so that you can at least help ensure the games aren't going to be easily fixed, but still allow the players to not have to like look over their shoulder every time they're like, hey,
are the games not fixed?
There's always going to be that.
I mean, listen, Pete, you have the Patriots and the Chiefs, and I have the Cowboys and the Eagles, and it has always been this way.
Because they're the big markets with the most money, so
it has always been this way.
They always try to make them look good.
You know, the Lakers and the Cavs, and there's always teams that win, and sure, they win, so they get money, and they get money, so they win, right? It's like connected, but
so I'm curious to hear about.
When New York calls, and I'm just going to take this Giants game again, but when New York calls and says
I'm going to drink every time
it's going to be the entire show.
You should. When New York calls the refs and says, hey, you know how it looks like Jalen Hurts fumbled that ball? He didn't. And the refs are like, hey, we told them that they couldn't challenge this.
Yeah, he was still moving forward, and they never blew a whistle. No, his forward progress was stopped. But he was still moving forward. No, it was stopped.
That's how
it was stopped. There was a whistle, you didn't hear it.
I mean,
continue the game.
Because you record the game.
Yeah. I mean, you could see it live.
Well, there was a whistle that you could hear a whistle later on.
After the fumble.
After Thibodeau had the ball. The ball, and they blew the whistle.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely right.
The play was live until Thibodeau had the ball. I saw it too, John. I saw it live, and I was like, what? What happened? I don't know.
So, no, I mean... we're going to talk about it. There's a whole question about it, but this is the last year of the tush push because of that.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I wonder, hey.
That has nothing to do with,
speaking of betting, is there a prop bet on is over under how many years the tush push has left?
It has everything to do with the tush push. It is impossible to referee. Impossible. It is constantly false started. Constantly. Every time.
I would imagine, too, there's a lot of illegal formation, too. Like, you got this wedge line set up, like,
funny enough, they called it illegal formation on the Bills on their attempted tush push, didn't they?
Yeah. What the fuck? Why'd you call it on us? My dad sent me an overhead picture of a Chiefs snap that got no penalty, and their entire offensive line looks like the flying V from the Mighty Ducks. I'm like, how is that legal?
I want to hear from Maddie on this one because, she's a new perspective about this. Maddie, do you do any sports betting at all, or do you know anyone that does a lot of sports betting? Yeah. Have you ever tried it? Does it sound intriguing to you? No. Something I've always joked about.
Maddie, have you ever
asked you a question as soon as you took a drink, by the way? I've always joked that our kickball league needs to be on DraftKings.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. I would bet kickball.
All right, let's break it down a little even longer. Have you ever gambled money on anything? Casino, blackjack, roulette, craps, slot machines?
She was just in Vegas. I hope she gambled a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
No, none in Vegas.
Not. Oh no.
No.
Good
Wow.
for you.
I don't know. Yeah. I'd rather not. It's
Why?
like you're supposed to lose in Vegas, right? Or you win a little bit and then you lose.
You never know.
Oh, I mean,
It was a
guess.
casino.
all the games,
But yeah,
the games favor the house. That's the reason that they let you, because all the games favor the house. But I mean,
yeah, when the day is done, they're going to make their money, even if they
when
pay out
you
big to somebody.
play a lot of the games, you can play pretty tight. And the games, like if you play a correct game of blackjack, if you play a correct game of like video poker, you can be at like high 90s. And that's worthwhile. And then all you have to do is really be good at knowing when to stop. I mean, obviously, the reason there is so much around sports gambling and Gamblers Anonymous is the people with addictive personalities, they don't know how to stop. But as long as you know how to stop, you can consistently make money. Maybe not a lot, but
I think I'm too competitive and I wouldn't know when to stop, so I just stay away.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fair.
Mark,
But I
don't
have
know.
played a little blackjack. And I do know how to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you an aggressive player when it comes to blackjack, or are you kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, at first, but then I learned that you have to like kind of step back sometimes and
Okay, you have
Mhm.
you have a 15 and the dealer's showing a 6. What do you do?
I would probably hit it. Well, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It's pretty aggressive. I mean, it's not wrong, but it's pretty aggressive.
yeah.
Wrong.
It's questionable wrong. It's gray area. That's why I asked it.
You're questionably wrong.
All right, that's perfect. Let's go. Next question.
Okay.
I forgot that I was supposed to look up more next topic songs. Hold on. I did put down 3. All right, ready?
Go for
We've
it.
been spending most our lives waiting for the next topic to arise.
Nice. Was that
That
the
was
Weird
really
Al
good,
version
man.
or the original version?
That's the original.
All right. I was so fired up to talk about this that I sort of blew my load a little early.
You already said half the topic, so let's go.
Let's just fucking do it. So let's dive into it. And something that stirred up a ton of chatter during the New York Giants versus Philadelphia Eagles game over the weekend. The Eagles ran the tush push 4 straight times in one drive inside the 5-yard line and converted for a touchdown. However, from the broadcast and on-field reaction, it clearly looked like the ball was fumbled. It was. Sorry, Jeff. However, the refs ruled forward progress and a false start on the offense wasn't called. League execs admit this play is very difficult to officiate in real time, and meanwhile, players are flat out furious. If anybody heard the press conference, sounds like some bullshit to me, was said during interviews by Kayvon Thibodeau after the game. So here's the ask. When you look at that sequence and others like it, is it the last season we're going to see the tush push? And on the injury side, how much do you buy the idea that inconsistent refereeing, missed penalties, wrong spots, botched forward progress rulings, and the like increase injury risk because of things like higher impact collisions and players on the field stacking differently? So is it all that? What should the league tackle first? Banning the tush push, holding refs accountable, or both?
Both, but the injury risk is kind of bullshit. There's no evidence that it's any increased risk of injury over your typical offensive play.
Well, I'm not talking about the tush push specifically. I'm talking about when you are an inconsistent ref, specifically in NFL,
I see what okay, yeah.
But in the NBA, like when you are calling pass interference calls and then you're not, when you're causing players to believe it's okay to, like, just as an example, to hip drop tackle Cameron Scottaboo and break his ankle like a twig. I mean, when you're not calling things that should be called, will people get hurt?
Yeah. I mean that's part of the reason you have these officiating rules, right?
And let's address the hip drop tackle in the room. Was that a hip drop tackle?
I only watched
it certainly looked like one.
Quickly
the one
once.
on Scatabo?
Yeah,
I couldn't watch that more than once, dude. That looked awful.
I don't necessarily know if that was
he pretty much got suplexed,
but it was certainly an ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. That one I'm not 100% sure was a dirty play.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I definitely agree with you on the tush push. That should have been a fumble on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Maddie, the entirety of his weight and the weight of the player on top of him literally dropped onto him, and we watched his ankle literally bend like 180
No,
degrees
snap-
almost the
just
wrong way.
snap
It just
your- snap
it was
your-
literally like wiggling there. Like it was horrific.
What's wild is these guys are so pumped up on like adrenaline. He like knew he couldn't stand up, but he was just like not writhing in pain with his ankle snapped. He was just like, shit, I can't stand up.
Yeah. It's like, damn it, leg. Why don't you work anymore?
What's the worst sports injury? I'm assuming, Maddie, that you played sports for a while. What's the worst sports injury you've ever had?
I've never broken a bone, so I really.
Wow.
I have. Yeah, I had a really bad
dislocated
concussion.
finger. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the worst.
A lot of those apparently.
That was a sight to see, to try to have them put the pinky back.
You were there for it, Mark?
Oh, geez.
I was there. I was.
I ran around to 6 different people. I'm like, just pull my finger. They're like, I'm not. Please pull my finger.
You're like, it's not what you think.
I know.
There we go.
I was going to ask if there was like
I was
some
repping
medically
your
trained
game.
person to do this, but you're like, no, just give it a good yank. It'll be fine.
That happened.
So, Maddie,
that kind of happened in Worcester to my team last week too. Like my captain, he overran third base and he tried to get back and he reached out with his arm and he accidentally separated his shoulder while doing it.
Mm.
Yeah, we were playing you.
I was right behind you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I watched it.
That's rough.
And
I was
so
gonna say,
again,
though-
we're going around the whole field. It's like who can put a shoulder back in?
Yeah, and none of the nurses want anything to do with it. I'm like, why do we have all
They don't
these
want to lose
nurses?
their licenses.
No.
They're like, go to the fucking hospital. A doctor who's
They
on.
were scared of my pinky. I'm scared to like actually get hurt.
Oh man. Yeah, wouldn't you think like
So-
I don't know. I feel like if they know
So
what they're
I'm gonna
doing.
count-
He played last night too.
I know Pete's, so Pete can say his, but I'm going to say mine, and I'm going to count it.
It
I
counts. Snow.
Mine, yours definitely counts.
Snow
I'm going to
sliding
count mine.
sports.
I'm going to count mine. I was sledding on an inner tube on a big hill in the middle of the winter, and my friend decided to give me a push start, and I did a barrel roll about 10 feet in the air, and you've never heard 100 people go quiet instantly after I hit the ground. And I broke my clavicle and actually had to have it medically repaired. I had 2 pins in it for 6 months.
Oh yeah, they were literally sticking out of his shoulder. We had to every day we had to help dress his wounds.
Oh.
For that entire year in college, and John. Yeah, we had to dress John too because he's like, I can't move my arm. We're like, all right.
I would come out. I would come out and be like, someone pull my pants up.
I know. Oh man.
Oh, that's terrible. That's
was
rough.
bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. And when you break a shoulder, breaking a shoulder is really very annoying because not only can you do nothing, but you can't cast it. You have to. I wore a sling for 6 months.
Yeah,
Like
you don't realize how
can't
useful
really
those
do
shoulders are.
anything. Yeah, it does everything. And so,
Right.
and literally, my arm is like this, right?
Yeah, and I mean, like your whole shoulder on top of that is immobile from all these pins sticking out of it. Like you couldn't do anything.
And then it was in the winter. The pins would get very cold, and I would get shoulder aches because they would literally be frozen pins inside of my bone.
So,
and then Pete.
Speaking of moving down a slope, a steep slope with snow on it, and causing an accident, I'm pretty sure I blew out my ACL skiing, and I never got it checked out.
You definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's pretty sure you definitely did.
Yeah, because to this day I can still crack my knee sideways laterally. And I'm like, oh, I gotta crack my knee, and I can literally crack it sideways. But I've been able to ski, to knock on wood, successfely. I took 5 years off to let
another
this
movie
heal.
that you are definitely too young for. Trading Places. There is a scene where Eddie Murphy is literally rolling around on a chair. That's what Pete was doing.
Oh yeah, so this is the same year as the shoulder. There were a couple weeks there before I could really walk reliably on it, where I was literally just I had them take the back of a rolly chair off, and I would just go like my chest on the chair, and I would just swim through the hallways because my long arms could reach the walls. So I didn't have to touch my leg to anything. Oh man, what the hell?
So you still ski now with the hurt ACL?
Yeah, it managed to mostly kind of heal-ish. enough to ski. I mean, I can still ski bumps and trees and all that stuff. Like double black diamond's okay. It's just
Pete's also a freak of nature.
I did have it pop once when I fell on a hill in Whiteface called Look Out Below. It was a double fall line with two giant icy moguls, and I took the wrong route through one of them, and my left leg, which is the one with the bad knee, landed awkwardly on one angle, and I felt it pop in and out, and I was laying there like, oh shit, like, did I just re-injure this really badly? I'm like, it doesn't hurt. Okay, I'm gonna stand up, and like that, that moment of like all these thoughts rushing to your brain, like how am I'm in the middle of this like ridiculous ski slope, like how the hell am I gonna get down? I can't walk down this thing, it's way too steep. And I'm like, is my leg gonna be okay? I'm like, took a turn, went through a bump, I'm like, okay, I think I'm all right. But that was a scary almost re-injury of it, maybe like 12 years later.
Oh, by the way, Lamar Jackson's back. He has 4 touchdowns tonight already.
Yeah, they look good. Ravens are scary.
Yeah,
update. Ding,
back,
ding, 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 ding. I think I did that sound again for previously. Sorry, I can't talk tonight for a news update. It must be the Lagavulin that I'm drinking. It's okay.
All right, we can move on.
All right, but yeah, bad injuries. Let's hope these were all of our last injuries. But assuming that all of us are still pretty active and doing sports stuff, they probably won't be our last injuries. But let's hope they were all our worst.
We didn't need any of that.
I mean,
Oh my god! I hope the clips pick that up.
It was great.
Sorry.
That's a great way to end a topic. We didn't.
I mean, this is one of those episodes, I guess. All right.
Nope.
Let's move on.
Next topic. Every now and then I want to hear the next topic, and it's gonna come around.
Next topic.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening all the BS from John.
Next topic.
Forgot where I was for a second. Another big name college football head coach was let go this week as Brian Kelly was given his walking papers from LSU after another loss. Don't feel too bad for him and his family, as LSU shelled out $54 million to Kelly. This is just the latest big payout, as 10 head coaches have been sent packing with a total of almost $169 million given to them. So everyone,
I was thinking it too.
Why are so many colleges willing to shell over tens of millions of dollars to get rid of football head coaches? And does this provide a glimpse into truly how much money college football is making?
I mean, yeah, like that's more than NFL coaches usually have with like these marred contracts where they sign them to this big extension.
Why they have to?
That's insane amount of money.
I don't understand why they have to pay them like shush money.
Well, no, it's just part
Is
of
it just
a buyout
paying out the rest of the contract, right? Yeah. So it's money. It's money owed to them already.
The big thing is that these colleges are making these stupid ass choices and signing them to like 10-year deals. Like, do that for someone maybe that hasn't been or that's been around for a while. I mean, Brian Kelly, this was his 3rd year in LSU or whatever like that. And I don't know if you caught my whole family little bit there. That's something that he went to an LSU basketball game and was trying to say hi to everyone. And he was trying to say something with a Louisiana accent, and it just came out really weird.
Whoa. I didn't realize it was that much money though with these college coaches. Yeah. So like that's high. Are they paid more than NFL coaches? That's kind of nuts.
And some of them are. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I get it. Like those stadiums are just as packed, but they're on national television.
The valuations of some of the teams are more.
I was gonna say, I wonder what some of the biggest college market sizes are for these programs compared to like the smaller NFL ones. I actually wonder if there's some overlap there. Yeah, they probably are.
I don't really know how you can really put a value on a college football team when it's not really owned by like an owner or something like that.
It's not really a for-profit business.
It's definitely not an entity. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure if you had the right paperwork, you could figure it out. Like the college has to have.
It sounds like according to John, someone figured it out.
Yeah. Right. I don't know.
Could you imagine being paid? We talked about this during our last show. James Franklin was given $49 million to just go away. And now they're doing the same thing with Brian Kelly. So that's over $100 million for two coaches just there.
But like,
I mean,
is this money guaranteed? Like, are these contracts all guaranteed money? Because I feel like that's what players have been looking for
yeah, for the
decades.
most part, head coaches are getting 100% guaranteed money, right?
Fuck.
Yeah, no, we're all in the wrong fucking profession, aren't we?
Yeah, right. I mean,
if I could play college football.
Yeah, but no, you don't play coach, apparently. That's where all the guaranteed money's at. You could fuck up and still get paid $100 million after you leave.
All right, so
that's insane.
There are actually many articles about this, but the consensus is that the Texas football program is worth, does anybody have a guess?
Texas?
That's probably huge.
Yeah.
Like A&M?
Let's see.
What Texas?
No, the University of Texas.
Oh, University of Texas.
Hook 'em horns. Hook 'em horns. I'm going to guess $2 billion.
The arch for arch. 2.38 billion. Very good, Mark. And then the Georgia Bulldogs. 1.92 billion.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably closer to billion.
The Buckeyes, 1.9 billion. Jeez. Notre Dame up in the top 5, 1.85 billion.
This is Notre Dame.
1.83 billion. So I mean,
I'm surprised Alabama isn't up there.
To put this in
Alabama
perspective,
top 10. Alabama is number 6, 1.74 billion.
To put this in perspective, the Buffalo Bills were purchased by owner Terry Pegula. Granted, this was 2014, so it was 11 years ago, for $1.4 billion. So less than all of those teams.
Well, even better, Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys for a sandwich. Well, and now it's worth like $9 billion.
If you're going that far back, I don't know. How much are your kickball teams worth?
A sandwich.
A couple $100 million? No,
Maddie's team might be a couple sandwiches.
Multiple sandwiches.
Yeah. Maybe a nice pastrami Reuben. I don't know.
I want a pastrami Reuben, Mark.
Sounds incredible. I don't know, guys. Like, when it gets to be this much money, though, like, do these things need to be more disclosed, or is it just because it's a private institution? Like, I don't know. How does that even work when it's that much? I guess just because it's going through the university, they have full control.
A lot of the money doesn't come from the. Essentially, it might come from an endowment. It's coming from alumni as well. Like, it's like LSU doesn't just have like $54 million in the bank to just give to someone. I was going to say they kind of have to like fundraise it too.
Okay.
A little bit.
So when a TV deal goes through, though, for these college games, right? Does that money go right to the college, or what does it go to the NCAA league? Like, how does that work?
Technically goes to the college, but it's not technically supposed to go to one specific program. Although I think a lot of it ends up I mean, they pump a lot more into basketball and football than they do lacrosse and soccer.
And not even mentioning hockey.
Nobody cares.
Well, not every college has a hockey program, Pete.
Okay, well.
Wow, I keep forgetting to turn the timer on, you guys. I'm so bad at this.
That's all right. So is everyone have any thoughts that like you're regretting?
Yeah, I wish someone paid me $54 million.
I was going to say, are we all in the wrong profession?
Yeah, but when your business is worth over
$1 billion,
who gives a shit about $40 million? Who cares? Like, it's nothing.
It doesn't mean all that. Doesn't mean that entire worth is liquid, though. But still, yeah.
I mean, it's not. They decided to pay these kids because they were making billions of dollars off their likeness in merch and ticket sales and event memberships and ticket sales. I mean, 70, 80, 100,000 people go to a game every Saturday for 6 months. $100 for a bad ticket. I mean,
that's our dream right there. 60,000 people to watch us report a football podcast, right?
Yeah,
let's like live in a stadium. That'd be a lot of pressure.
No, arenas first, man. Arenas first.
That's still a lot of pressure. That's like,
yeah, we gotta be humble, Pete.
Yeah, stay humble, stay hungry.
We'll go see the Kelsey boys and talk about my boys, Dart and Scam.
Amazing.
Let's move.
Let's move it.
All right. So one good thing about the Mac not working is the fact that I can sing as loud as I can, and it's probably not going to clip. It might not sound good, but it's not going to clip. All right, ready?
Go for it.
Yeah!
It clipped.
The next topic is fire. It clipped?
Immediately.
It clipped. Immediately clipped.
Okay, ready? I'm going to back away.
Okay.
Yeah! The next topic is fire.
Nice. All right. So,
Although I don't honestly know if the mic is coming from my earbuds or my phone.
I don't know, but that solved a question of mine where I'm like, why are all these things like crapping out? Like, no hardware should be doing this. I think Mark's just really loud. And it's overwhelming all of this hardware that we keep throwing at him.
As a lot of people know, I've been classical trained. That's an inside joke to some people. Oh, so the bar that I hang out with, they've recently told me this. They have mark levels, and that's essentially it's related to how much scotch I've had.
Oh, okay.
I think I was there for that.
I thought you were going to say, like, whenever you go out for karaoke, they had to turn the game down on the mic because you were so loud.
I was there for that.
That's funny.
I'm wearing this at the Giants Patriots game. I really like this shirt a lot, Mark.
Do it.
And the color is a little bit nondescript, so I like it. All right. So peel back from enterprise dashboards in the boardrooms. There are stories right now that hit cultural, ethical, and societal nerves. For example, a study found 41% of AI-generated voices and 58% of voice clones were mistaken for real human voices. And the participants often rated these synthetic voices as more trustworthy than humans. Even more striking, more than 800 public figures, including celebrities and scientists, have signed a statement calling for a global ban on developing AI superintelligence until safety, transparency, and public consensus are in place. So what does it mean for trust, authenticity, and human agency when AI starts mimicking our voices, our images, and behaviors, and sometimes convinces us it's real? How should creators, platforms, and regulators balance creativity and innovation with safeguarding identity, consent, and the emotional fabric of human interaction? Let's fucking go.
Wow.
You just loaded so much words on us right now.
Yeah, that's a lot.
All right, TLDR.
Someone else go.
TLDR, if you can't tell the difference in AI voices, if you literally are already ingesting them, not knowing, what keeps us safe as humans, as creators, as idea makers? Like, how do we go on from this?
I mean, this gets into some pretty deep stuff about, like, you know, what is reality other than your own perception of it?
I mean, we were talking about this a little bit before the show that we're going to start creating some AI commercials with these fake sponsors. And the first one that I created is created from a bunch of stock photos, but that's almost like stock pictures in itself is a little bit kind of in some respects a precursor to AI, because you're essentially you're giving your rights away in a lot of respects to be used for essentially any purpose that you want. And I mean, that's something that a lot of people that are trying to get in the modeling or acting business, they do to make some money and whatnot. And I mean, now AI is essentially going to steal those stock images, and it's going to look like it's going to be like a legit video or commercial. I don't know.
There's still a lot of creepiness to AI generated stuff that, like, you don't always catch it right away, but then there's like something like I just saw, like, there's a woman, like, I was looking at this one where it was like, oh, let's turn, you know, these old 16-bit video game characters into, like, what would they look like as real people? And there's one of the characters is, like, running her fingers through her hair, kind of like in a pose. And I'm like, why is the hair moving, like, coming off of her hair with her fingers? And now her finger is, like, her nail got longer as it went. I'm like, what the hell is happening? So, like, there's still some weird shit with AI. I don't know.
Pete, I'm going to ask you to do something that's very difficult for you.
Okay.
I know that you literally are professionally accurate in your eye for the digital, right? But, like,
ish.
Not ish. You literally get paid for it.
I guess I do get paid for it. Sure.
You literally get paid for it.
Fooled somebody.
Now, I know you see shit. But like, you have to understand that the people with middling technical intelligence and the people who are not that smart, if they can't tell, they can't tell. They're like, why is... I mean, I saw a video recently where Obama was ripped in wrestling tights, wrestling Trump on the top of a steel cage. I mean, people would think that shit is real. And what's to tell them it's not?
Darwinism?
Besides the fact that it's... Sure, besides the fact that it's ridiculous.
Right. But yeah, we live in an age, though, where...
I don't know. Doesn't Trump want to have a UFC fight in the front lawn of the White House?
Sure,
He doesn't want to be in it. He just wants it to be.
You don't know that. No, I think he wants to be in it, but he probably wouldn't fight anyone. Like he probably wouldn't want to fight Biden.
He would say that, and then he'd run away.
Maddie, what's the most convincing AI thing you've seen? What is something you've seen where somebody was like, "That's AI," and you're like, "Fuck you." No, it's not.
Nobody's ever really convinced me of it, but there are a lot of like animal videos that seem pretty real, and then they go and do something crazy out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, now I know it's not.
All right,
like
Jamie, I'm sorry if any of your friends are listening. Jamie the other day was like, "Hey, nobody should go to Australia. There was a baby on a porch and this bear came and a dog chased it off or something. Or no, an alligator came." And I was like, I saw that video, Jamie. That was AI. She was like, "It was?" I'm like, "Yeah, the door went through the baby." Just like
right.
the baby. So it opened.
Right. There's
outward,
always...
the baby was there. There's always something.
Some little thing, right? That I guess
always at the end, though. You're like, wow, that's crazy.
The thing that
yeah, but
fooled me,
how long until those things don't happen? And then
the thing that fooled me, and actually the reason why they're doing a lot of them, because it makes it seem more realistic. There was a video in like night vision, like a Ring camera night vision, and there were these animals that jumped up on a trampoline and started moving in unison, and it looked so real. It just looked so real, and obviously it's not. But you're just like,
right.
I know.
What?
To your original point, John, too, that you were more saying about how voices were kind of fooling people to be convinced that they were real.
I mean, voices are fooling people.
Yeah, and I feel like those are much further along than the visuals are at this point.
Absolutely.
That can be really creepy. I mean, how do you know what's authentic? Say like, oh,
you don't.
Some politician has a hot mic or some phone call that we tapped, and it's like, is it real or not? And at this point, it's going to get harder and harder to litigate those things.
The voice clips of athletes saying like ridiculous things, like Aaron Judge saying "fuck this team, I'm out." Right? Like I've heard that shit. It sounds like them.
Mm. Does anyone watch the morning show?
The only way you, yeah, yes.
The current season there's a whole situation. I won't do any spoilers, but it's that's certainly one of the main subjects of the season, is that like the network is trying out all this AI technology to basically have their news anchors be able to speak every single language, and you can like have one-on-one interviewing sessions with these news reporters, but it's not really them, it's their AI personas, but they're building them to be like the real person. So like, how creepy is that?
The morning show has been really great at tackling really important issues with their seasons, and I think AI is a really important issue, especially in news.
Mm.
Especially in once we get to another election year and this midterm, I think it's really very actually critical that we regulate and we figure out a way to let people know what is real and what is fake, and we don't take advantage. We don't take advantage of people who are less aware.
Yeah.
I always say this one thing. If you perceive it as real, then it is. So I've asked this, I think, of Mark and John.
How many
before.
times we said that in this show?
No, of course, but like, say you were. The example they gave in college with this situation, this is before AI was anywhere near what it is now. But being able to chat with an artificial entity and was like somebody pretty much in a space capsule, like some astronaut, and they've lost all contact with humanity at this point, and basically they're living out the rest of their lives marooned in this spaceship that's flowing further and further from Earth. Put yourself in those shoes, if you could. As depressing as that sound. The only thing you have to talk to is some AI generated persona. And at that point, like, does the human conscience become so desperate for contact that you then fully suspend any disbelief, even though you know that this is a fake entity, and perceive it as completely real. And like, is that enough fulfillment at least to get by until either you're rescued or, you know, sorry, this went down a dark path, but that was the kind of scenario that we were talking about, you know, in communications classes even decades ago. And I mean, now it's like, it's unmistakable, or not unmistakable. It's like unfathomable how realistic this stuff is getting.
Because if you can't tell, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you don't need to be in that kind of desperate situation anymore for that to, you know, for you to suspend your disbelief for just that need for communication. There are probably people like socially cut off that rely on this stuff now. It's crazy.
Anyway, we're at time.
Sorry, I'm trying to save my MacBook right now. Anyway,
save the MacBook.
So here is, you know what? I think the two fake sponsors we have this week are on point. So our other fake sponsor, Snack Wallet, a wallet with secret snack compartments because hunger hits anywhere. Snack Wallet, cash, cards, calories.
I kind of want one of those.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Here's the next topic now again. Going down the only road we've ever been. So as of this taping, it has been, I'm going to depress this again. It has been 30 days since the federal government has been shut down. Now, we don't have to get into the specifics of why it's happening or how they get back to business, but as we debate, our lawmakers still get paid, and the overwhelming rest of the federal government that surpasses 1 million employees do not. This enrages this particular podcaster, who is a firm believer that nobody in the current rendition of this government truly represents him and are only focused on their own self-interest. So everyone, should we expect anything to change after this recent federal government shutdown, i.e., maybe salaries don't get paid for U.S. senators in Congress?
I mean, as long as the Democrats decide to shut down the Epstein files, the government can reopen. It's easy.
The Epstein files have nothing to do with the shutdown, though.
It has everything to do with the shutdown.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Because the second they come back in, they need to reinstate that. They need to actually swear in the one.
Yep.
Is it a senator or congresswoman?
Yeah, it's a congresswoman.
Yep. And there's your tipping vote, and bam. They're trying to buy time to basically redact as much of it as possible.
How fucked up is it, though, that they get to play this game of chicken? Meanwhile, over 1 million people aren't getting paid.
They don't give a fuck.
I know.
They don't give a shit about that.
And I don't see. Honestly, I don't see any of this changing.
There's nothing wrong with that. The government is supposed to be of the people, for the people, by the people.
Yeah,
it isn't anymore.
That ship sailed about 40 years ago.
Probably more than that.
Pete, I'm coming along.
Thank you. Well, welcome.
We're saying the same words.
Welcome.
It's amazing.
You've awoken. No, I don't know how you change this. I mean, this is what countries.
Can you see the stink lines coming off Mike Johnson when he speaks?
Which is like some authenticity. Like, be honest. If you're trying to fuck everybody over, just be honest about it. We still are probably powerless to do anything about it, but at least be honest about it. So at least we know what we're up against.
Well,
so the big thing that's going to happen this particular weekend, because the first of the month has happened to be on Saturday, is like SNAP benefits aren't going to be available to people that are dependent on them for food and whatnot. So, I mean, that's just going to make heads roll, and that's on top of people like, air traffic controllers not getting paid, and people like having to still go to work and not get paid. I mean, how fucked up is that? How fucked up is it to be forced to go to work and you're not allowed to get paid?
See, that's the most fucked up part about
in that position.
No, here's the most fucked up part about this whole thing. Okay, the Republicans are crazy assholes. However, they are ruthless, and they work as a team. And they didn't want to pay all those people that aren't going to get paid. They didn't want to pay them. But the Democrats all got together and they figured out how to they wasted all this time. And it's important to get the Epstein files released, but they wasted all this time getting them released. They got it all the way to the finish line, all the way. And the Republicans are like, you know what's going to make them squirm? Let's just fucking cancel healthcare for everyone. I mean, not everyone, but like enough people that it matters.
It's like 20 million people or something.
And so they did that, and the Democrats are like, we're so close to these Epstein files that we feel are really important, but also the health care. So the Republicans got the Epstein files shut down. They got all those people to lose their jobs and their money and their benefits. And all they had to do was get another thing they wanted by closing the government down and making the Democrats look like assholes. I mean, holy shit.
So everybody falls in line.
Holy shit. We are so fucked. We are so incredibly, completely, and absolutely fucked.
So how do us as Americans... Now, listen, we had the No Kings protest a couple weeks ago. Did that change anyone's mind in D.C.? Probably not, right?
No, but
Donald Trump waited till 3 days after the No Kings protest and knocked half of the White House down.
Yeah, that did happen, actually.
Literally, he did that.
So
he doesn't give a shit at all.
Protesting helps,
not
although
give a shit.
If people start getting arrested en masse for free speech, which, by the way, there's a Chicago... Kat Abigail-Zali, I can't say her name right because it's really hard to pronounce, but she's running for Congress in the Chicago area. She literally has federal charges against her for exercising free speech. For protesting in front of an ICE facility.
How long is it going to take for Zoran Mandami to get disappeared? I mean, truly.
I'm kind of scared for this guy, dude. He needs to get a big security detail.
That man is fucking Zorro, and he's literally fighting the fight, and he's just going to not be around. He's going to get either a crazy charge or thrown into jail or just not exist anymore.
Yeah.
And
so this makes me think we're in a timeline that will ultimately create like a Batman type vigilante. Is that what you're saying, John?
Yes.
So this is how Batman...
Someone's going to get so mad.
I don't know.
Someone's going to get so mad that we're going to have a real life Batman.
Isn't that... Yeah.
Or, as you like to say, John, are we truly in the darkest timeline and we're just all fucked?
We're fucked. We're fucked.
Eventually...
Nothing we can do about it.
Next topic.
Mike Johnson. Now, the only glory that we have, the only saving grace is that even though Trump is all in on a third term, the rest of the Republicans think it's pretty dumb. So far.
Yeah, but they're still going to vote in line. That's how it goes.
Bad.
I don't know. Guys, this is what other countries usually spark revolutions with. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean,
we're going to start it.
The most people
are standing up for what they believe in. I don't want to go in jail myself, but, you know.
The most people are standing up for what they believe in. The biggest protests are happening that I've seen in my whole entire life. I just don't think it matters. I don't think anybody's going to... Nobody's going to do anything that's going to change the minds of the people that not count. I mean,
isn't that sad?
The thing that we have to do as people and Americans and voters is we have to get up and we have to be loud and we have to talk on our shows and we have to tell our friends and we have to vote. We just have to vote. It's the only thing we can do is vote.
Yeah.
You know what's really awesome? The bell just went off in my ears. Awesome. The bell just went off.
Wow, right as you good time.
Right as I finished. Literally exactly.
Awesome.
I thought I heard a bell too, actually. Maybe that's just, all of the noises that go on in my head and the voices.
It is. It's the voices, Mark.
All right, are we moving on?
Let's move on.
Sir. It's 11 o'clock and we have 4 topics left.
No more sad topics.
There's more.
I want something else to get me through this. Send me to our next topic. A baby.
All right, so I thought this was a really interesting topic of the week. There's been a batch of reports that Netflix, along with players like Amazon and Apple, are circling Warner Brothers Discovery, which owns HBO Max and a deep library of content. Media analysts are pointing out that the merger acquisition here could reshape the streaming map, bundling premium content, shifting pricing, and forcing niche platforms to reset their strategies. So if Netflix or another big player buys Warner Brothers, HBO Max, what does that mean for the consumer, pricing and choice, the creator economy, who gets to make premium content, and the niche streaming services? Can they survive? And from a media tech perspective, is consolidation good or bad for innovation? Hint, it's bad.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, it's bad.
I think to a small extent it's good, but there's a tipping point.
I kind of almost did a topic very similar to this because I've been noticing a point with streaming that I believe I don't think I mentioned this on the actual podcast, but I know I've mentioned this in passing to people that streaming platforms at a certain point are going to be worse than cable. So people cut the cords from cable because cable is just getting out of hand, costing all this money, so on and so forth. And now we're getting to the point where streaming platforms, most of them don't make a lot of money because they decided that they weren't going to charge a lot, but they also want so they're charging more and more, but they also want their piece of the pie. I mean, we've seen. We see what happens with Disney. I mean, Disney now owns fucking like half of the entertainment world right now.
Yeah.
And what did they decide to do with their most recent acquisition, WWE? Oh, guess what? We're going to make these streaming platforms worth $30 a month now. And we're just going to see, I think, more and more of these streaming platforms just go higher and higher because they're businessmen. They want to make money.
Sure.
I want to let you know a secret. When Apple and Paramount and everybody was charging $9.99, $14.99, they were just getting you hooked. They're literally using drug dealer marketing. The first one's free. First one's free. What are you gonna do? Cancel Netflix?
We should all know better. So,
are you the asshole like Mark who doesn't have Netflix for 3 years?
Right. Did we all have?
You're gonna miss out on Stranger Things.
I don't know.
Like Christ.
So, Maddie, I don't know in your era in high school, like, did you guys have the Texas Instruments calculators, like the graphing calculators?
Oh my God, you are so aging us right now.
Hey, Jamie's math teacher told her she has to buy a TI-86 this year.
There you go. Exactly. Right. They're useful. I don't know. So if you had one of those in high school, right, there were like people would inevitably find games that actually ran on these things. And one of the most famous ones when we were in high school was called Drug Wars.
I love that you
guys
said
remember
that.
Drug Wars? On the TI-82 or 83 or whatever we had at that time. And right, it was literally like a game where you basically were a drug dealer, and like kids took this game seriously on these like graphing calculators, which was hilarious.
It was like the first game before Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. But what I'm getting at is that we all learned this in high school. We should know better. Shame on us for not realizing this is what they were all doing with streaming services.
Yeah, I don't get it.
We knew.
I'm saying that like we should know these drug tactics of like getting us all hooked on low prices, and then we knew they would go up.
With regards to creativity,
was literally the plan from day one.
Right. Like, you can't cancel now.
Money. They're like, all right.
You'll miss season 5 of this particular show.
John, to answer your question with regards to creativity, though, I mean, competition drives creativity. So if you have more and more consolidation, what is the incentive to someone being creative if people are all watching your platform? I mean, maybe it will ultimately breed some kind of new streaming service or platform that will ultimately create some new. I mean, that's what happened with Netflix and Apple. Like all the like the CBSs and the ABCs and the NBCs of the world, they stopped giving a shit until Netflix and HBO Max started doing shit.
Yeah.
But this is not a new story. I mean, there was a point in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s where 3 movie studios were making movies.
Yeah.
For MGM, Warner Brothers. I mean, like, there's not 27 movie studios. There's never been. And so Netflix comes along and monetizes streaming and then has the great idea to, like, let's just be our own movie studio. Where the money is where the writers go, where the directors go, and where the actors go. If you get paid more to do a job and you're one of 10% of the population who can do that job, you work for the people that will pay you the most. It's basic finance. It's basic. This is literally what was always going to be.
I mean,
I'm missing a little bit how Netflix Studios and like Amazon Prime and Apple are making money, though. That's one thing I'm missing.
Well, Netflix is. They've been profitable for years. because they've always charged a decent amount of money. Don't forget, like they started at like $20 a month for their premium tier. I don't know.
Their revenue stream is I mean, it's clearly mostly coming from data and not coming from subscriptions.
Do you know what Amazon does? They just added ads back. They make you pay still, and also they have ads.
Maddie, do you? So I know you're
what
not.
What are you gonna do? Stop?
Right.
I mean,
like I know you're not too big on too many movies and TV shows. Like, do you have any streaming services that you pay for? And is there like a money amount that you'd say, nah, forget about this? Like, no matter what was on it.
I normally use other people's stuff, but yeah, there's definitely
yes, girl.
$30 a month sounds crazy. I probably wouldn't do that just to watch TV, especially because I don't watch it that much. Maybe if there was something specific I wanted to watch and then I could cancel it when I was done watching.
Mm-hmm. I think the problem with Disney's angle with that is that they're trying to monopolize a lot of the live sports content. So part of that Disney $30 a month is all of ESPN.
Well, Pete just noticed
Netflix,
this.
And a bunch of the other streaming services are doing it. They're looking at IP addresses now too. So that's
Pete noticed
it.
It's
harder to share that stuff, huh?
The last bastion of watchable entertainment was sports, and I noticed this with the baseball playoffs. And Pete was not able to watch the Bills this weekend. It's getting harder and harder to watch sports live.
Yeah,
harder and harder unless you pay.
Where was you able to watch the Bills?
We got because they weren't on anywhere.
Giants were on.
Yeah, it was Giants, Patriots, or Jets.
And
the Bills.
The Bills were on Fox, but the Fox 23 game was the Giants.
Yeah. The only way to do it was NFL Sunday Ticket. After all that, like we tried everything. Trust me, we tried like 8 different things.
Red Zone.
I was grabbing like Buffalo apps, like Buffalo News channel, like local channel apps, and trying to like stream it through there, and that didn't work. I used to be able to. I don't know if anybody else has ever done this. Taking like your phone and do a like fake it with like a GPS relocator to make your phone.
No, that's illegal, Pete.
Yeah. VPN's
right?
VPNs are not illegal.
Listening to us.
Well, anyway, it doesn't work anymore. They smartened up to that. So we bought NFL Sunday Ticket, but of course they get you where they're like, "Hey, it's $30 a month."
You bought NFL Sunday Tickets
for 1 month. Which honestly, now it's really nice. Actually, the quality is really good, and you can just flip to any game you want. It's kind of it's a nice product. It shouldn't cost as much as it does. So
doesn't that tie into what we've been talking about, Pete?
I know they got me. That's what John was getting at. They got me. And in a moment of desperation,
what are you gonna do? Not watch the Bills?
Look, we just got the kid down for a nap right at the start of the game. I'm like, we could watch it in real time. This never happens. And I'm like, no, where's the game? And Steph's like, where's the game? We're like, find the game. So we tried every single thing, and then we're like, I don't know, like, hun, that's a lot of money for 1 month. It's just like, fuck it, let's do it. It was like, let's go. So we got the game on, and now I'm poor.
And now what are you going to do? Not have Red Zone?
$30 made you poor? Go on, Red Zone.
Well,
it's all about Red Zone.
So, Mark, I said $30.
John got to see what Red Zone is like.
Right, Mark, hold on a second. I said
your eyes bleed.
About that later.
I said $30. What? Eyes bleeding?
No.
Yes, eyes bleeding.
Oh, yeah. No.
Probably Red Zone.
Oh, yeah. Well, for Sunday Ticket, though, $30. Unless you pay for 1 month, then it's $80 for that month. So they literally more than double the monthly price for your ability to cancel. How the fuck is that legal?
That's fucking demonish.
Right?
And we have to move on.
Well, I can feel the next topic in there tonight. Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
My turn?
Oh, Lord. Here,
all right, so podcasts have become a
amazing.
fantastic medium for entertainment and information. According to Riverside and podcast statistics, approximately 4.5 million podcasts are currently broadcast to more than 584 million listeners across the globe. Now, the misnomer that everyone has a podcast will become more true as it is expected that podcasts will expand by more than 30% in 2026. Now, personally, I listen to about 2-3 podcasts each week, but that is actually below the norm as the average listener spends about 7 hours a week doing just that. So this means that if you've made it this far, you're also listening to other podcasts or looking for more to listen to. So everyone, but mainly Maddie, what podcasts are we listening to other than this one, and how do we search for new ones?
I found I switched through different podcasts. I don't watch the same ones every week. I suck at that.
Sure.
But I
Interesting.
did.
Okay.
There's one that I stuck with, Wolf Network. I guess he says it's the fastest growing. I don't know if that's really true, but it's I don't know. He talks about entrepreneurship, just life in general sometimes, accountability, relationships with like all different types of people, with your family and friends and regular relationships. But yeah, I
What was
normally
something
just
that drew you to the Wolf Network?
Reels. I find them on
Mhm.
Reels, and
Oh,
then
okay.
I'll watch a few episodes, and then that's how I can never stick with one. That's why I flip flop through all of them. There was another one. There was like two girls. They were best friends, but it's the same idea. They talk about like accountability and going through life and from different people's perspectives. They had a lot of people that they would bring on, like music people. Actually, they did a lot of music on theirs.
That's cool.
That's about it.
I like
I
a
try
good
not to
talking
spend
heads
too much
podcast.
time listening to podcasts, though.
Is it
You
always
don't spend 7 hours a week like the average
No,
listener.
absolutely not. I was not expecting you to say that much at all.
Yeah.
When I did the
That's
research on this, I was like, what? What are they?
That's
I mean,
like,
Although
7 hours a week?
I'm
That's
someone that does this.
Yeah, that's a lot. Oh wait.
No,
that's
I'm
more
I'm
time than I
someone that
spend on
does
my
this.
phone.
I might have a podcast playing in the background while I'm working, so that might be
Okay.
that might have a
I was gonna say.
I mean, I think that's what a lot of people do. The thing about friend of the show and pseudo mentor Katie Fox said to us once that the reason people like podcasts is because they're very, very personal. You kind of meet people and you get to know people in a way where they're being open and honest and talking, and like I love a conversational podcast. Just like I like New Heights, I like Dak Prescott's podcast, or not Dak Prescott, Dax Shepard.
That Shepard.
I like Dax Shepard podcast. I like a funny podcast. There's a couple of other ones that I really like, but just like kind of inside comedy, inside the movie industry, inside sports. Like I think I think New Heights is the best podcast on right now. Those guys are so you can tell.
You mean aside from this one?
It's just like us. You can really tell that they like each other. Like they really like each other. And I think that's just really pleasant to listen to. And that's why by the way, to toot our own horn, that's why our show works, because we really have fun talking to each other.
Or at least why we have fun recording it. You know, whoever listens, thank you. We appreciate it.
I think just like anything in the media industry, the right people just need to hear it.
For sure.
So I'm a big fan of the Rewatch podcast. I mean, I was doing Office Ladies for the longest time, and now I'm doing the How I Met Your Mother one, where they just started season 2, and I'm a little bit behind that. I'll give them this. So the How I Met Your Mother one it's called How We Made Your Mother, and it's with Josh Radnor, who played Ted Mosby, and one of the producers one of the creators of the show. And I'll say this: like the format itself probably isn't the greatest. And Josh Radnor, I've been realizing more and more, is so much like Ted Mosby, which I think why he did that character so well. But it's because I love that show. Sorry, John and Jeff, that it's just a good way to go down memory road, and to hear all the people that are connected to that that show too. Like, it's something that it gives me happy memories, I think. So rewatching a show just makes me feel better about things going on in the world, especially considering we're in the darkest timeline. Thank you, John.
Rewatching my
And
balls.
rewatching my balls.
There you go. I will say the first 5 seasons of How I Met Your Mother were pretty electric. They were pretty good.
Love them all. Love all 9 seasons.
They're not good anymore.
Shut up, John. Shut up. I deny your knowledge. I deny your knowledge.
Oh my gosh. What about sports podcasts? Do you guys listen to anything there, like following teams or different sports stuff that you like? Because I do that all the time.
I listen to New Heights.
Aside from New Heights, I don't listen to any sports podcast. And this one,
really,
I listen to this one.
I listen to a ton of like Buffalo. Like I feel like that's almost my connection to home too. So growing up in Western New York, having a lot of podcasts from like Rochester, from the Buffalo area, or even just listening to Buffalo radio, which they put in a podcast form now on YouTube that I can just turn on and listen in the background. It feels like a slice of home to me. So, there's always reasons that everybody listens to podcasts. Like Maddie said, it could be like reels that catch your attention, something that's intriguing, but it's something that draws you in. And yeah, like you guys said, it's voices talking that just are personable and funny, or about a subject that you like. It's just a nice thing to have going on.
So, like,
John, I know you were going to say something, but I want to ask Maddie a question. When you're listening to Wolf Network, are you doing something specific? Are you kind of working in the background on something else, or do you just kind of sit there and listen to it?
Normally I put it on when I start eating, and then go from there. I'll probably start playing with my dog, take him out, so I'll switch it to my phone. Yeah, no.
Like a monster. About 3 months ago, it was going around the internet. This guy sang a song that was just like kind of a story song about someone saying they reminded him of Ted Mosby. It was called The Actor. It got a little viral. I sent it to our Slack channel. We should reach out to this guy and ask him to put it on our website because it's really funny.
Interesting.
You should be on the show, buddy. Ted Mosby guy, you should be on the show. Not Josh Radnor.
No, I have Josh Radnor on the show.
Josh Radnor, do you want to do the show? Hey, Mark. Do you know what time it is?
What time is it? Is it the...
Oh, we're losing John now.
It's the final topic!
Was amazing. Even
I've told you guys this before. Now, whenever I hear
you guys both
Survivor song on the radio, I clip too.
Well, Mark less than John. John actually clipped that for the first time there.
Whenever I hear that song on the radio now, I don't hear Final Countdown. I hear Final Topic.
It's the final topic, baby. That's right.
All right, Mark remembered correctly. We are going to talk about it, and it was a real experience watching literally every NFL game driving to Fenway with Mark a few weeks ago. Besides how awesome it was, it got me thinking. Between AI highlight reels, live win probabilities, and predictive stat overlays popping up during every broadcast, watching sports in 2025 feels different. On one hand, you get instant context, next-gen analytics, player speed, fatigue, and a ton more. The pop-up rate of the exit velocity. On the other hand, it's kind of overwhelming. Do we really need an algorithm telling us there's a 92% chance a team wins while the game is still happening? Are all these AI and data integrations making us better fans, or are they overcomplicating the emotional ride of watching a game? Where's the line between helpful insight and just too much noise?
Good question. I don't know. Do you guys have?
I will say, yeah, the fact that they're showing that a team might have a 92% chance to win the game. I don't need that to know that. I can just look right in front of my fucking face and see that they're up by 30 points and tell yeah, they're probably going to win this game.
Thanks, John Madden.
With regards to though, stats are a big part of the game, but they're not the way that I feel. And listen, so statistics was my thing back in the day, and so or rather I know that you can change things, or you can change numbers to essentially say whatever you want them to. If you take out certain conditions, or you normalize and generalize them. So that's one thing I hate. Whenever there are certain stats up on like the Amazon or whatever broadcast is showing, those are those are like from a global perspective, not necessarily what's going on right then and there. Like for instance, with the tush push. Let's say that on 4th and inches, a team had a 33% chance of getting a first down on that. Well, that doesn't mean that Jalen Hurts and the Eagles have a 33% chance, because they probably have despite, because they do illegal stuff. Sorry, John. Like a 70% chance of getting that first down. Like, it's all circumstantial. There's certain things that are more meaningful than others. Now, with regards to whether or not we're being overloaded with it, I mean, personally, I'm not, but I would imagine maybe other people. I mean, you said that you were overloaded by what was going on, and they weren't even showing stats. It was just highlight after highlight after highlight after highlight.
I'm really good at multitasking. Like, really good at it. It's something I excel at.
You were overwhelmed when you were watching. Now, maybe it was also because it was on my small little phone that we were watching while we were driving. Like, if it was...
Okay, I'd imagine that makes it harder.
If I could somehow cast my phone on my entire windshield, which I'm sure is very dangerous.
That's a future technology right there. That's going to get us all killed. There yet?
Well, I mean, in a world where car dashes get big, where car dashes get bigger, and like the Tesla screen is literally the whole size of the dash. I mean, it'll show up. There'll be a way to do it.
Sure. I don't know. I mean, as long as you have the choice, I like the idea of, say, the Manning cast, right? If you want that different perspective in a game where you have two old quarterbacks shooting shit with a guest, and it's way more, it's like not even always about the game. You can do that. Like you said on Prime, there's an alternate stream on Prime where you have all these crazy numbers and probabilities and fatigue level, which I find hilarious. It's like these guys have chips in them or something. Like
the live like Nickelodeon games where like The Simpsons are playing or SpongeBob is playing.
They still do that.
I need one this week. I need one this season. I don't think we've had one yet.
They're doing a Monsters Inc. one, I think, this weekend. Yeah.
So fucking
dumb.
Have
you seen these, Maddie, where they dumb. I don't know how they did. They basically turned like the entire football game into like a 3D animation of like Disney characters playing football. But they're moving. They're real time being animated how the actual players in the real football game are going. Time. But they turn it into like Toy Story characters. Or like SpongeBob. They did a
Simpsons one last year, I think.
Yeah.
They did a Simpsons one and they did another one.
They did Toy Story.
They did and I think they've done they've done a SpongeBob one.
Yeah, my favorite of that was the Slinky dog from Toy Story was the first down markers. I thought that was hilarious.
All right,
nice
let's switch this around, Maddie. Playing competitive adult kickball, which is the greatest sport ever made, right? What stats would you think would be useful in real time? If you had like some cool glasses to wear that could give you like a
there you go. Like
digital real-time overlay.
AR, right?
Yeah, AR glasses that could give you stats. What would you want to know? And would it be too much? Like, would it interfere with you playing, or would it make it better?
No, sometimes I can't remember, and I want to remember where they kicked the last time they were up.
Yes.
So, like, when they come up each time, I want to know.
So Maddie and Maddie and I both play outfield, and so Maddie, I don't know if you do this, but I definitely do this a lot. When I know someone who's like what kind of kicker they are, I'm changing my position on the field.
Oh yeah.
It's like if I know someone that likes to hit lines, well, I'm gonna shade a little bit more towards the foul line. And the other thing is I usually play right field. She plays left field. And more, I would actually probably say, I don't know. Do you feel more people kick to left field than right field, Maddie?
Not when I'm there.
Snap.
Love it. Love it. But that's the
It's
thing.
true, though.
Like, so you might, you might know someone's like, okay, this person might try to avoid me. There was one particular game, Maddie, I don't know if you're aware of this. When we played PFK, there was one game I caught 10 catches.
I
That
did
one
hear
in
about
one
this.
game.
Holy cow.
In one game. And that has been my proudest game because listen, I've played PFK for I don't know how many years now. So I know a lot of them on that team. I was perfectly positioned in obviously
You're
because I
definitely
caught so many.
zigzagging.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, I wouldn't necessarily be stationary. I would be moving around. Like I might start deep and then I go in a little bit. I did that with Matt McClellan a couple times, like because I know what kind of kicker he is, and I know like he sees an opening, he's gonna go towards it, and I baited him into it, and I caught 2 of his ball. I may have accidentally go to him into a third one too, but for someone else. But anyway. But yeah, real time stats for outfielders, I think, would be incredibly beneficial, right?
Sure.
Right, Maddie?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I would not be opposed to that being in my way.
Do you guys feel like this is like being brought up with video games too? We see all these UI different things and stats. Like we grew up with this stuff already in games next to characters or players from stuff. Do you feel like maybe that helps us digest it a little bit better than maybe some people that are even older than us that never had that stuff growing up?
You can also let's put it where it is. We are the first generation of like people who are our age or doctors, the first generation of doctors that do fully robotic controlled video game surgeries, essentially.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. I love it.
I mean, it's literally happening right now. I think that we developed a whole generation of people and taught them hand-eye coordination to a degree that was never taught before.
Oh, I got a line from Aliens for this. How many drops, Lieutenant? 38. Simulated. How many combat drops? 2, including this one. We're fucked.
How did we get here?
There you go.
Because Aliens always comes up.
It's always about aliens.
By the way, Predator Badlands in 2 weeks.
Wait, they're doing that again? Another Predator movie?
Oh, it looks so fucking glorious,
I'm
Pete.
sure it's going to look great.
It looks so fucking weird.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's a teenage predator
So
carrying around half a synth in a killer planet. It's wonderful. Mark, did you watch Prey?
I didn't watch Prey.
All right. It's the same people who did Prey.
Yeah.
It's a different take on the Predator universe because the Predators have been around forever and they are the perfect hunter and they go places to hunt.
I mean, I'm surprised you haven't seen a trailer for this. It's the Predator that has Elle Fanning, half of an Elle Fanning as a backpack.
Yes,
okay.
Elle Fanning is a Wutani synth that has been irreparably damaged that the Predator finds, and she is woken up and she helps him on his adventures.
Sounds like a video game.
It is a video game.
It is a video game.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
How did we get here? So that has been our topics. We will be back next week with our favorite Colorado couple, Lillian and Eric Posh. In the meantime, you can catch up on our old episodes on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/IfTheseBallsPod. And don't forget to subscribe to us by tickling that little bell.
Don't forget.
We'd like to thank our guests for joining us this week. Thank you, Maddie.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thanks, Maddie.
Having me. Thank you.
You can also follow or like us on our socials at IfTheseBallsPod on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Our website is www.iftheseballscouldtalk.com. This is Mark Pesci from our partner John Companion and producer Pete Steffen. That's what we feel they would say if these balls could talk. Bye, everyone.
Night all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, bye, bye.